Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The final week of the 1961 regular season is on the air. The final week is a little different than the rest of the regular season. Instead of one game per 3 days of baseball in FastScore, it is one game per 1 day of FastScore. So now we can really get into the meat of the final week of the playoff push. Today's date is September 25th, 1961. We are at Milwaukee County Stadium for a huge game for the Braves. They take on the St. Louis Cardinals here at County Stadium. The Cardinals come into this game with a record of 69-80. They are eliminated from the playoff positions. Let's take a look at the standings here on the 25th. The Detroit Tigers are your 1961 American League regular season champions. With 104 wins and 51 losses, they actually clinched not only the American League championship, but they also clinched home field throughout. So the World Series will go, or I should say the road to the World Series will go through Tiger Stadium. The Baltimore Orioles right now hold a half-game lead on the Yankees for a second, and the Yankees and the Orioles will definitely play each other in the American League Division Series. The question is, who will have games 1, 2, and 5? The Chicago White Sox have clinched fourth place and are definitely in the postseason. They will face the Detroit Tigers in their American League Division Series, unless, of course, one thing occurs. The Boston Red Sox right now are 78-78. They are in fifth place. They have not clinched. Why? They must have a winning record. The Red Sox must go at least 4 wins and 2 losses to make the postseason. If they lose 3 games between now and the end, the Red Sox will not get in, and which means the White Sox would play the Tigers. If Boston does get to 82 wins, they will play a 1-game playoff against the White Sox, which would be the American League wild card playoff game. So that is how the American League looks as of today. National League, a little bit simpler. The San Francisco Giants, the Dodgers, and Pittsburgh have clinched playoff berths. The Dodgers, however, are only 2 games back of the Giants for number 1 in the National League and winning the league outright. Pittsburgh's not out of that yet. They're only 3.5 back. The Milwaukee Braves and the Cincinnati Reds have not clinched yet. The Reds are a half game back of the Braves. So that's why we play this game against the Cardinals. Even though the Cardinals have been eliminated, Milwaukee still has to try to clinch fourth place. So that is how the standing, I understand, Steeler fan, I get it. That is the standings right now for September 25th of this beginning of the final week. So what will happen, there is still positioning on the line. There is still some playoff spots on the line as we go into the final week of this 1961 season. DBIP and Steeler fan are first to join us here at Milwaukee County Stadium. And of course, I know why Steeler fan can't stay. He wants to watch the Cleveland Browns beat the Pittsburgh Steelers tonight. So I know he'll be rooting for the Browns big time tonight for some big time football. So as I said, I don't know why he's known as Steeler fan when he roots for the Browns. Anyway, and right now I'm pretty sure Steeler fan wants to give me the block dragon, and I completely would understand that if he did. The Braves historically won this game 2-1. Both teams had 5 hits. As I said, the Cardinals are not in it. They have been eliminated. They're going to try to play a little spoiler. The Braves must win to get a full game ahead of the Reds. The Reds do not play tonight on the 10-minute ticker. There were only 4 games scheduled on the 25th, so that is why. And this was really the best game to choose of the 4. So that's why I figured, because really, the other San Francisco was at Philadelphia, and Detroit had Kansas City in a doubleheader today. Detroit had already clinched number one. They can't do any worse. The Giants are already in the playoffs, so I figure I'd do a game with a team that was not in the playoff picture just yet. Yeah, probably there, Steeler fan. You could be right. So this is a very important game for the Braves, and I know Reds fans, although they won't admit it, will be rooting for the Cardinals tonight. So that is the state of the league as we now begin the final week. The postseason is around the corner. Will we have an American League wild card playoff, or will we go straight to the division series? This, on both leagues, the final week will tell us. Let's take a look at our starting pitcher for tonight's game. For the Milwaukee Braves is Willey. 6 wins, 12 losses, a 3.82 ERA. He gets the call. He gets called for the Braves tonight. And yes, Steeler fan did give me the Block Dragon, as I completely understand. So we are all set and ready to go. Braves fans know what's at stake. Must continue to win with the Reds right behind them. Can the Cardinals play spoiler? Let's find out as we go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Cardinals will be center fielder Curt Flood. 322 average, 2 homers, and 21 RBIs. We are using gray, white, and gray dice. Braves are the home team. The fans here at County Stadium are cheering, and they know what is ready to go. And let's play some baseball. Willey, 5-3 against the righty. Strikeout, the 16 is too high. County Stadium subtracts 2 from strikeouts, nothing from walks, and nothing from homers. Flood, 2-6. It's a ground ball to first. That will be handled easily by Joe Adcock, and that will be the first out. 1 down, and here comes the second baseman, Julian Javier. 279 average, 2 homers, 41 RBIs. Willey will make the pitch. 6-5. That is a blank. Javier, 5-5. That's a base hit past second base, and the Cardinals will start. We'll get a single out of Javier, and he will hold it first. Next batter will be the first baseman, Bill White. 286 average, 20 homers, 90 RBIs. I was thinking, since the Cardinals had nothing to play for, using their strategy roll as hard and fast. And that is a 3, and Javier does not get the steal sign. Does he get the hit and run? Let's see. Bill White. He has a 10, minus 2 is an 8. Yep, he gets the hit and run. We're going to do a hit and run. We're going to try to play the Cardinals with their strategy roll hard and fast. Infield, of course, is at double play depth. Willey, 1-4. That is an error on a grounder. White, 6-4. And that's going to be a base hit to left field. That will be a single. That ball is hit to left field. Left fielder is Thomas. His error rating is an 11. That's a 12. He won't make an error. Javier, a base running rating of 5, actually becomes a 7 on a hit and run. A single to left, minus 1 is a 6. Javier will easily make third, and White takes first, and that is a big hit for White. So a base hit to left field, there's not going to be a throw, as Javier was off with the pitch, and he will make it to third without any trouble. So now runners at the corners and 1 out. And here comes the third baseman, Ken Boyer. Why he's not in the Hall of Fame, I really don't know. 329 average, 24 homers, 95 RBIs. He should be in the Hall of Fame and not Harold Baines. Runners at first and third, and they're going to keep it at double play depth. Strategy roll, that is an 11, nothing happening. Willey will go ahead and make the pitch. Willey, 5-3 against the righty. Strikeout 5, and he got him. He gets Boyer on a K. Strikeout number 1 for Willey. He had 91 strikeouts in 61. Figure since the Cardinals have nothing to lose, might as well just play them hard and fast with the strategy roll. The Braves, however, will still be used as a suggestion. You finally ordered a dice tower like mine. You got the Cherrywood one. Good choice there, Steeler. Matt, great choice, actually. Here comes the left fielder, Stan the Man Musial. One of the greatest of all time? Absolutely. 288 average, 15 homers, 70 RBIs. Strategy roll. That is a 12, nothing happening. Willey will make the pitch. Willey, 3-3, walk, 3, ball 4, and now the bases are loaded. So already the Braves are in a little bit of trouble here. First walk issued by Willey. He had 56 of them and 61, and that will bring up the right fielder, Carl Warwick, 239 average, 4 homers, 17 RBIs. So runners, bases are loaded. Anything on the strat? That is an 11. No. Willey will go ahead and make the pitch. Willey, 2-5. That is a blank. He's not tired. Warwick, 3-4, and it's a fly ball to center field. Some guy named Hank Aaron will go ahead and get to that. He will make the catch and retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, and a walk. And the Cardinals strand the bases loaded, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals in this game is Ray Washburn. 1 win, 1 loss, a 1.80 ERA. He only had 2 starts for the Cardinals and 1 relief appearance. Washburn, of course, was a September call-up. So bottom of the first inning now coming up. Leading off for the Braves will be right fielder Lee May. 271 average, 14 homers, 41 RBIs. Washburn will go ahead and make the pitch. 4-2, walk, 9, and yep, that's going to be ball 4. May will draw to first, and that will be a walk for him. First walk issued by Washburn. He only had 7 of them that season. Infield goes a double play depth. Next batter will be third baseman Eddie Matthews. Hall of Famer? Absolutely. 306 average, 32 homers, 91 RBIs. Strategy roll. Now, strategy rolls for the Braves will be suggestions. That is a 5, and nothing is going to happen. May will stay put, although he did have 10 stolen bases. Washburn, 4-1, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 1 for Washburn. He had 12 of them in 61. 1 down, and it will bring up that guy. Center fielder, hammering Hank Aaron. 327 average, 34 homers, 120 RBIs. One of the greatest of all time. Yeah, you think? He would be, I consider Aaron to be one of the GOAT of the GOATs, is what I would say. Washburn will go ahead and pitch to Aaron. Strategy roll first, nothing on the 13. Washburn, a 1-4, that's a possible error. Aaron, a 1-5, that's a fly ball to center field. That ball is hit to Kurt Flood. His error rating is a 5, that's an 8. He'll make the catch, 2 down, and May will stay at first. Fly out to center. And now we will see the first baseman, Joe Adcock. 285 average, 35 homers, 108 RBIs. So acquired one would be nice for them. That's pretty cool. All right. Sometimes your daughter and her boyfriend live with you. That's a smart idea, Matt. That is a very smart idea. So 2 outs now. And let's see if anything happening on strat. There is not. Washburn will make the pitch. 1-2, range play. Adcock, 2-1. That's a single past second, but it's a range play for Javier. His range is a 3. That is a 2. Nice play by Javier. He will throw it to first and get the out and retire the side. Nothing across except a walk. No score after 1. The game is meaningless for the Cardinals, but it means a lot for the Braves as they're trying to stay ahead of the Reds for that final playoff spot in the National League. We bought the one, I wanted the one, but the shipping time was 30 days and didn't want to wait. Patience, Grasshopper, patience, always patience. We go to the top of the second. Leading off for the Redbirds will be the catcher, Carl Sawatsky, 299 average, 10 homers, 33 RBIs. Played about half the games for the Birds that year. Willey, 5-6 against the lefty. That is a blank. Sawatsky, 4-5, and that's a single. That's a base hit to right. And Sawatsky will hold it first. So leadoff hit for the Cardinals. Nice job by Sawatsky. Here comes the shortstop, Alex Grammas, 212 average and 21 RBIs. So infield now back at double play depth. Strategy roll 17. Gramis actually gets the bunt sign, and he's going to bunt. So Carl Willey will go ahead and pitch. And that is a 5-4. Wild pitch, and that is a 17. And you still count that as a pass ball chance. And the pass ball rating of Torrey is a 3, and he makes the stop. Makes the stop, and that is a strike, and that will be ball 1. It is not a pass. It is not a pass ball, but he will go ahead and try again on a bunt attempt. Willey will pitch. 4-6 against the righty. Strikeout. That is halved, and he got him. Gramis is an 8. -2 is a 6. But in a bunt, you divide that by 2, which makes it a 3. Makes him a 3. That is a 2. He struck him out. Wow, strikeout number 2 by Willey. Gramis tried to bunt, probably fouled off the bunt, and that is out number 1. Wow, could not get the bunt. How about that? That'll bring up the pitcher, Ray Washburn. Doesn't have his own hitting card, so he'll use the pitcher card. 250 average and 6 homers, 6 RBIs. Not bad. Matt Fun and Games joins us here at County Stadium. How are you doing there, Matt Fun and Games? To you, Willie Mays as the GOAT of the GOATs. Due to him mastering and doing. Hey, like I said Hank Aaron was one of the GOAT of the GOATs. There's a few of them. They're MFG, absolutely. There's a few of them, but definitely Willie Mays is one of them, and so is Hank Aaron, so is Sandy Koufax. I mean, yes, like you said, I'm not going to argue. You are correct. Sawatsky on it first, and we'll see what the strategy roll is here. And that is a 15, and he's going to bunt. So Willey will go ahead and pitch. 2-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. And Washburn lays down the bunt, and that is a 2, and that is bunted right back to Willey. That's a 17, and they're taking the corners were in, but the pitcher's automatically in. So his bunt rating is a 3. That's a 17, and that is a great bunt. Everyone safe with a single. Holy cow, what a bunt by Washburn, as he's going to go ahead and get everybody on the move ahead of a base. So that is a base hit is what that's going to be. As Washburn lays down the bunt, I figure for the Cardinals, we'll use their strategy roll hard and fast since they're already eliminated. Robert prefers self block dragon, exactly. So now runners at first and second, the batter is Flood. And Flood is 0 for 1. Infield back at double play depth. And that is an 18. And Flood's going to lay down the bunt. His bunt rating is a 5. Now, I really don't think he'd do that here, so I think he would swing away. The bunt actually comes up here, but I think he would swing. Willey with the pitch. 6-1. That is a blank. Flood. 4-6. And that is a fly to center. And that's going to get taken by Aaron. He will make the catch for out number 2. Sawatsky's not going anywhere. He will stay at second base, 2 outs. And now the batter will be Javier. So you can see how sometimes the strategy roll, if you use it hard and fast, would Flood actually bunt there with runners at first and second and 1 out? Probably not. That's the reason why the strategy roll should be a suggestion, not a hard and fast. And just by that tells me I can't use it hard and fast. It's just got to be a suggestion. So Willey, but in the case of like the All-Star game or something like that, it doesn't matter. But you still make changes. 2 outs. And remember, it does say all can be overridden on game situations. Here's Javier, and he is 0 for, he is, what is he? He is, let's see. He is 0 for 1. Actually, I'm sorry, he's 1 for 1. I'm not paying attention here. Strategy roll, nothing on the 5. Willey will go ahead and pitch. 3-5. Strikeout 15 is high. Javier, 6-4. And it's a grounder to second base. That'll get handled by Bowling. And he will toss it to first. And the Braves will get out of it. No runs, 2 hits. A couple of men stranded. And we will go to the bottom of the second, a must-win game for the Braves to stay ahead with the Reds. If they lose tonight, they will be tied with them for 4th place in the National League. Washburn gets back on the mound. Leading off is the catcher, Joe Torre. 278 average, 10 homers, 42 RBIs. Torre is already in the Hall of Fame as a manager. I don't see any problem putting him in the Hall of Fame as a player either. He had excellent stats. Washburn with the pitch. 5-5, that's an out. And it will be a fly ball to right, and that'll get handled by Warwick for the out. One down. Next batter will be Frank Thomas. Thomas is in left field for this game. 281 average, 27 homers, 73 RBIs. Rick Query joins us here at County Stadium. Rick Query, of course, as you all know, is the main moderator for the Inside Pitch Facebook group. And he knows his inside pitch maybe as much as the man himself, Chris Davis. Rick Query is a master of the game, and I ask him questions sometimes. Washburn will make the pitch. 1-4, possible error. Thomas, 6-2, and that's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Gramis. His error rating is an 11. That's a 6. Through the wickets it goes, and that's going to be an error. That's going to be an E6 on a grounder, and Thomas will rake first, and that will be the first error on the Cardinals. They did not have an error in this game historically, but that is an E6, and Thomas will make it to first. Yep, the non-big hurt, exactly. Next up for the Braves will be second baseman Frank Bowling, 262 average, 15 homers, 56 RBIs. Infield, a double play depth. There is an out, by the way. So let's see if anything happening with Thomas. And it's a 14. He will stay put. Washburn will go ahead and pitch. Washburn 1-4. Again, a possible error. Bowling 2-6. It's a fly ball to left field. That ball is hit to stand the man usual. His error rating is a 4. His error rating is a 1. That's a 4. He'll make the catch. 2 outs. Thomas will stay where he is. Nice play by Musial out in left, as he does not make the error. And next up will be the shortstop, Roy McMillan, 220 average, 7 homers, 48 RBIs. Runner on at first. Braves, so far, no score. Bottom of second, a game that the Braves need to win. These games are important. We're only going to do teams for this last week where playoff positioning is really online. Strategy roll. That is a 5. Nothing happening. Washburn will go ahead and pitch. Washburn 3-5. Error on a grounder. McMillan 3-5. Nope, that's going to be a fly to center. Flood will get to that with ease. And that'll retire the side. Nothing, no runs, no hits, but there was one error, but the Braves can't do anything with it. No score after 2. How fitting it would be, as we look at the contemporary baseball right now, how fitting it would be that Aaron Judge has got 60 home runs, and the amazing thing about Aaron Judge, who wants to break Roger Maris's record of 61, how fitting it is he going to do it, okay, that he will be playing against the Red Sox. Yes, Aaron Judge should break Roger Maris's record against the team that Roger Maris did it against in 1961, as the Yankees take on the Red Sox. Okay, in a 4-game set. Yes, do it against the team that Maris did it against all those years ago. How fitting it! How baseball is just amazing, isn't it? We go to the top of the third. Bill White leads off for the Birds, and he's 1 for 1. No score here. Willey with the pitch. 1-6. Error on a throw. White, 4-1. That's a ground ball to second. The ball is hit to Bowling. His error rating is a 3. That's a 5. He won't make an error. He'll throw to first and get White 1 out. Nice job by Bowling. It did bobble it just a bit, but he makes the play. Here's Boyer. Boyer is 0 for 1. Willey, got it there, Steeler fan. Enjoy, have fun, and go Steelers. Willey with the pitch. 3-2, strikeout, 17 is high. Boyer, 3-4, it's a fly to right, and that will be taken care of by May. And that is out number 2. 2 outs, and here comes Stan the Man. Musial walked his first time up. Willey, 2-6, strikeout 4, and he got him. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is strikeout number 3 for Willey. And the Cardinals go in order. We will go to the bottom of the third here in this crucial National League game for the Braves. Leading off for the Braves will be the pitcher, Carl Willey, an .019 average. So pretty much the only way he's going to get a hit is off the ballpark card or a failed range play. Washburn will go ahead and pitch. Washburn, 6-5, super strikeout. The 18 got him easily, and that's out number 1. And that is strikeout number 2 for Washburn, as he gets Willey to swing easily on a high fastball. Here is May. May walked his first time up. Washburn, he will set up for the pitch. Washburn, 4-4, home run chance. That 16 is going to pass against a righty. May needs a 13. A 1-13. May goes deep, and he does. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is hit pretty deep to right field, and it is gone. Home run, Lee May. Stadium cheers. Yay! Washburn, a 1-18, no matter what side, and that was a 16 the first one. May needed a 13, that's an 8, and that is gone. And the Braves will take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the third on a solo bomb by May. Next up is Matthews. Matthews is 0 for 1. Washburn, he'll go ahead and pitch. 2-3, wild pitch, ball 1. Do it again. 6-2. Hit by pitch. 8. Yep, he got him. Ouch. Matthews is a 2, but plus 10 makes him a 12. And Matthews will trot to first as Washburn hits him. So that's not pretty good. First hit batter of the game. And now we'll see the hammer. Aaron is 0 for 1. Infield a double play death. Anything on Strat, that is a 13. The answer is no. Washburn will go ahead and pitch to Aaron. Washburn, 2-3. Wild pitch, 14, no, but a possible pass ball. Sawatsky, a pass ball rating of 2. That is a 3. It gets past Sawatsky, and Matthews will go to second. So a pass ball charge to Carl Sawatsky. So right now we've had an error. We've had a pass ball here so far in the game, and Matthews goes to second. That takes away the double play. Re-rolling the Strat. That is an 11-0 happening there. Yep, right after a homer. Washburn will make the pitch. 3-6. That's going to be an out. And it will be a grounder to short. And that's picked up by Graham as the throw goes to first. A 1, 2, or 3. Matthews takes third, and he does. So Aaron goes to third base on a grounder to short, but now there are 2 outs, and the batter is Adcock. Adcock is 0 for 1. Anything on the Strat? 7 says no. Washburn had a high balk rating, so if a 20 comes up, he's got a very good chance of a balk. Washburn will make the pitch. 6-3, strikeout 7, and he got him. Struck him out, and that will end the inning. Strikeout number 3 for Washburn. 1 run on 1 hit, and a hit by pitch and a pass ball. But it is the Braves taking a 1-0 lead here after 3. Time for station break. This is the RJL Network. Be right back. We go to the top of the fourth inning. Braves leading 1-0. Leading off for the Cardinals will be Carl Warwick, and he is 0 for 1. So Braves leading 1-0, trying to get a full game ahead of the Reds for fourth place in the National League. Willey, 4-2. Super walk. That's ball 4 with a 4 easily, and Warwick will trot to first. And that is the second walk issued by Willey. And Warwick will be on first base. Here comes Sawatsky. Sawatsky singled this first time up. He is 1 for 1. Infield a double play depth. See if anything comes on the strat. That is a 5. The answer is no. Answer is no. 1. And actually the hit and run does come up, but I'm not going to do that here. Or why not? Now, Sawatsky's got high home run rating. You don't hit and run with him. Willey will go ahead and pitch. 1-3 against the lefty. That is a blank. Sawatsky, 5-3. It's a ground ball to short. 2, 3, 4. Second base, pivot, bowling, 0, 1-4, and no. Grounded to short, but Warwick got a good jump, and McMillan's going to throw to first to get the out, 1 down. So 1 quick out now as Warwick goes to second. Here is Grammis, and Grammis is 0 for 1. The tying run is at scoring position, though. Nothing on the 12. Willey will go ahead and pitch. Willey, 6-2, strikeout 7, just missed. Grammis will go ahead and swing. 1-6, and it's a line drive double into left field. That's going to score Warwick, and this game is tied. Double to left. Warwick comes around easily from second base. Grammis will take his spot. We're tied at 1. That's a big-time double by Grammis. And now the batter will be the pitcher, Washburn. And Washburn singled his first time up as actually a bunt attempt. And he actually got a great bunt. He's not going to bunt here, I don't think. Infield is back. Strategy roll. That is a 5. Nothing happening. Grammis on at second. Washburn will hit away. Willey, a 1-3 against a righty. Home run result, but the pitcher spot here has nothing there. So there's not going to be a home run. He does get the swing, though, 2-5, and it's a grounder to second base. And Bowling will handle that for the out. Grammis will go to third, and that is out number 2. Here comes Flood. Flood is 0 for 2. 2 outs. Willey will pitch to Flood here. Game is now tied at 1. The Cardinals are already out of it. They have been eliminated. The Braves are only a half game ahead of the Reds for fourth place. Top 4 in the National League get in. Willey with the pitch. 4-1 against the righty. Super strikeout, and he got him easily looking. Struck him out, and that'll retire the side. And that is the 4th strikeout for Willey. 1 run on 1 hit and a walk, and we will go to the bottom of the 4th. Washburn gets back on the mound. He can pitch to 30 batters before he tires. Joe Torre leads off for the Braves. He's 0 for 1. Tied at 1 now. The Braves need the game. The Cardinals don't care. Washburn, 3-4. That's an out. And it will be a fly ball to center, and Flood will come in easily and grab it. And that is out number 1. Next up is Thomas. Thomas reached on an error his first time up. Washburn, they'll go ahead and pitch. 6-2, hit by pitch. 13, he got him. He hit him. Ouch. 10 plus 9 is 19. That is a 13. He hit Thomas, and that is the second hit batter of the game. And the second time Washburn hit him. Hit a batter. The third time he hits a batter, he is out. I do play you hit a batter 3 times. The pitcher is automatically ejected no matter who it is. So Thomas goes to first on being hit. And here comes Bowling. And he is 0 for 1. Infield is at double play depth. Thomas had 2 stolen bases. He's going to stay put. Washburn, 4-1, strikeout 6. That is just too high. Bowling, 6-6, and it's a fly to right. Warwick will come in a little bit, and he will grab it 2 away. McMillan is next. McMillan is 0 for 1. Infield is now back. Doug Hunt joins us here at County Stadium. Washburn, 1-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. McMillan, 6-3 against the righty. That's a base hit right past the pitcher, right through the box. It's a single one, and that will be a base hit for him. Thomas's base running rating is a 4 with 2 outs. He will make third, and McMillan goes to first. McMillan gets himself a base hit to keep the inning alive. And now it'll be up to Willey. And Willey is not the guy you want up in this situation, though. He's 0 for 1. 2 men out. Strategy roll. That is a 9. Nothing happening there. Washburn will pitch to Willey. Tied at 1. Bottom of the 4th. Washburn, 4-5. Walk, 9. That is high. Willey, 1-5. And a swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that will end the inning. Strikeout number 4 for Washburn. No runs, 1 hit, and a hit batter, and will remain tied at 1 after 4. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Julian Javier leads off for the Birds. He's 1 for 2. Willey looking pretty good so far. It is a low-scoring game, and the final score of this game historically was 2-1. Willey with the pitch. 2-1. That's at the park. County Stadium. 2-2, and that is a rare play. That's a blank. We've got lots of rare plays this year. Let's see what this one's going to be. 31, grounder to third base who throws in the dirt, making the first baseman scoop the ball. Resolve play using a range play check for the first baseman to see if he scoops the ball, otherwise E5. So it's a grounder to third, so that is hit by Matthews. Matthews throws to first, and the ball player is Adcock. His range is a 3. He can't get it. That'll get by him. That will get by him. That's just going to be a 1-base error. And that's going to be an error on Matthews. So Javier does get to first. And that is an E6. And that is the first error on the Braves. They didn't have any errors in the game historically either. So that will be an E5. I'm sorry, not an E6, an E5, not an E6. As it was Matthews. So the go-ahead run on first base, and here comes White. And White is 1 for 2. Infield, a double play depth. Javier had 11 stolen bases. That is a 14. He ain't going nowhere. Willey will go ahead and make the pitch. 5-4. Wild pitch. Yep, that's a 5, and that will go to the backstop, and Javier will advance to second. So far the Braves are having some issues today. As Willey uncorks a wild pitch, and now an error. And now the go-ahead run is at second. Now the infield is back. We'll re-roll the strat. Nothing on the 18. And now Willey will pitch to White. Willey, a 3-4. Walk, 3. Yep, ball 4. And that will be 4 wide ones to White. And now the Cardinals are in business. That is the 3rd walk issued by Willey. Here comes Boyer. Boyer is 0 for 2. Infield back at double play depth. And that is a 14. Nothing on the strat. Willey will go ahead and pitch to Boyer. Case of the yips. Yep. Willey with the pitch. 1-3 against the righty. Home run result against a right-handed pitcher. Boyer needs a 17. That is a 10. Cardinals just took the lead. Kaboom! That ball is hit pretty high. That ball is hit pretty deep to left field down the line, and it will curve around the pole, and that is gone. Home run, Ken Boyer. Stadium groans. So Carl Willey goes ahead and pitches Boyer a meatball, and Boyer puts the tomato sauce, the ricotta cheese on it, and the crushed red pepper, and turns that into lasagna. It's 4-1 Cardinals. And the fans know that was a bad pitch by Willey, and it's now 4-1. Next batter will be Musial. Still nobody out here in the top of the fifth. Musial is 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout. Willey will go ahead and pitch. 1-5, that's a pitcher result. And against the lefty, that 4 is going to be good. That's an out. And it will be a ground ball to short, taken care of there by McMillan. And that is the first out, 1 down. Here's Warwick. Warwick walked his last time up. He's 0 for 1. Willey, 1-3. Again against the righty, a home run result. Warwick needs a 7. That's a 6, and that's gone. Kaboom! That ball is high, deep, and gone over the center field fence. It's now 5-1 Cardinals. And Willey is shell-shocked. Stadium groans. And it is now 5-1 in favor of the Cardinals as Woodman 564 joins us here at County Stadium. Warwick goes ahead and sends that one over the center field fence, and the Cardinals now lead 5-1. And now the Braves may be getting action in the bullpen here. As suddenly Willey pitched a beautiful game early and has now given up 4 here in this inning. Here is Sawatsky. Sawatsky is 1 for 2. Yes, Woodman, we hope you are doing better. Tell us how you're doing. Still 1 out. Willey with the pitch. 6-4. 6-4, walk, 15. That is high. Sawatsky, a 6-4, and that's a grounder to third. Matthews is up with it. He'll toss it to first for the out, 2 down. So if you're a Reds fan right now, you got to be liking the score. Here's Grammas. Grammas is 1 for 2. Willey, he will pitch. 5-3 against the righty. Strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out, and that will end the inning. Strikeout number 5 for Willey, but damage is done. 4 runs on 2 hits, both of them homers, 1 error, 1 wild pitch, and a walk. And the Cardinals have now taken a 5-1 lead here going into the bottom of the 5th. As the Cardinals looking to play spoiler, if the Braves lose this game, they will be tied with the Reds for 4th in the National League. But right now, the fans are not liking the score here at County Stadium. Lee May will lead off, and he had a home run his last time up, so he's 1 for 1 with a walk. 5-1 here. Yep, Phillip will be thrilled. Washburn with the pitch. 2-1, error on a throw. May, 6-3. That's a grounder to second base. The ball is hit to Javier. His error rating is a 10. That's a 10. He's going to throw that ball wide. And White, a range of 4. He will make it, prevent May from going any further. He leaps up, but he's off the bag. May will be safe on an error. That is an E4, an error on a throw. And May will be safe, but a nice play by Adcock. I should say Adcock, actually, not White. Yeah, nice play by White to prevent the ball from getting past him, and that is the second error on the Cardinals. So May reaches first. Next batter is Matthews. Matthews got hit by a pitch his last time up. Infield is at double play depth. Surratt, 9, nothing happening. Washburn will set up for the pitch. Washburn, 1-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Matthews, 2-1. And that ball has hit the right field. That is a 5. And against the righty, that's going to be a single to right field. May, a base running rating of 4. A single to right plus 3 will make him a 7. And May will easily get to third base without a throw. Matthews, Guerin. Now the Braves are in business. So Matthews moves May over to third as right fielder Warwick has a +1 arm, and that doesn't help him out there. And now the batter is the hammer. Aaron is 0 for 2. Braves fans know they need the Hank to come through here. Infield still at double play depth. Washburn will go ahead, prepare for the pitch. Nothing on the 14. Washburn the pitch. 2-6. That's at the park. County Stadium. 3-5. It's a ground ball to second base. Let's see if they turn it. 2, 4, 5. Shortstop pivot. Graham is 0. 1-5. And it is a 4, and they turn it double play. Aaron grounds out into the 4-6-3. May does come in to score. It's 5-2. So the Cardinals trade 1 run for 2 outs, which is the right thing to do here. And it is now a 5-2 ball game as Aaron grounds out into the 4-6-3. Here's Adcock. Adcock is 0 for 2. But now 2 outs here. Washburn, he'll go ahead and pitch. Washburn, 4-6. Super strikeout, got him. He easily gets Adcock with a super K. And that will be the 5th strikeout for Washburn. And the inning is over. 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error. 5 innings in the books. The Cardinals have a 5-2 lead. We go to inning number 6. And the pitcher leading off in Ray Washburn. And let's see. He'll bat. Why not? Willey will go ahead and pitch to Washburn. Willey, 3-6, strikeout 19, and he got him. He gets Washburn just barely, but he does get him, and that will be strikeout number 6 for Willey, 1 down. Next up is Flood. Flood is 0 for 3. Willey taking medicine that tastes like metal. No, that tastes different, Woodman. Yeah, I had the same thing with the body aches and I had no fever though when I had the COVID. I just had a bad loss of taste too. Willey with the pitch. 5-5, possible error. Flood, 2-1. That's going to be a base. That's going to be nope. That's not going to be an error. That's a slow Baltimore chop right in front of the plate. Willey's got it. Flood a base running rating of 4, and he is safe at first. Willey doesn't even make a throw. By the time the ball came down, Flood was easily about 2 steps away, and Willey decided not to do anything. So that is a base hit. That's an infield single to Willey on an error, and it will be a first hit for Flood. So no error on an S1 to S6. Here is Javier. Javier is 1 for 3, singled, reached on an error, and got a wild pitch and scored on the homer. Infield a double play depth. Flood at 6 stolen bases. That is a 10. He won't go anywhere. Willey will make the pitch. Willey, 6-6, range play at the park. County Stadium, 2-6. It's a ground ball. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to McMillan at double play depth. His range is a 2. He's got it. What a play by McMillan. 1, 2, 3. Second base pivot. Bowling 0. 1-3 double play. No. McMillan's only play, he had to make a diving stop for that. He got up on his feet. He knew Flood was too fast. Throws to first to get Javier 2 away. So he does save a base hit on the play. But Flood will get to second, and now the batter is White. White is 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Flood on at second, and that is a 4, nothing happening. Willey with the pitch. 2-2 against the lefty. That is a blank. White, 5-6, and it's a ground ball to third. Taken care of there by Matthews. He will throw to first and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th, with the Cardinals holding on to a 5-2 lead. Washburn will get back on the mound. Joe Torre leads off for the Braves. He's 0 for 2. Washburn, he'll go ahead and make a play, or a pitch, I should say. 4-3, that's an out. And it will be a fly ball to center field, and Flood will come in a little bit and grab it. One pitch, 1 out. Here comes Thomas. Thomas has reached base twice without a hit. He reached on an error and a hit by pitch. Washburn with the pitch. 2-6, that's at the park. County Stadium. 3-2, and that's going to be a single, a possible double to right field. Thomas will go turn around first. He's going to try for second. His base running rating is a 3. Right fielder is Warwick +1, a 1-4. He'll be safe, and he is. Thomas turns a single into a double, and he will stay at second base. Maybe a little dangerous there at County Stadium, down by 3 runs, but the Braves know this game means more to them than the Cardinals do. Here's Bowling. Bowling is 0 for 2. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Anything on Strat? The 15 says no. Washburn will go ahead and pitch. Washburn, 3-2. Wild pitch, 11, yep, and Thomas is going to third. So Washburn uncorks a wild pitch. That goes all the way to the backstop. And now another run is 90 feet away. Re-rolling the Strat. That's an 8, nothing happening. Washburn will now pitch to Bowling with a runner on third. The infield will stay back. Washburn with the pitch. 3-4. That's an out. And it will be a fly ball to right field. That's going to be caught by Warwick. That's out number 2. Bowling sacrifice fly of 1. And he will bring in Thomas. It's 5-3. Deep enough by Bowling and just enough. And Thomas will come in to score. And now the Braves are down by 2. Remember, no lead is safe on inside pitch. So that is a sacrifice fly to right, which does bring in the run. But now 2 outs. Here's McMillan. McMillan 1 for 2. Washburn, he'll go ahead and pitch. Washburn, 2-2. Strikeout 15, just a bit high. McMillan, 6-5. It's a base hit to left field. The inning will continue. McMillan will hold it first on a single. And the batter now is Carl Willey, but they're going to take him out as he's given up the 5 runs. And the Braves will go to the bench now and yank out Carl Willey. So Willey is done. And the Braves need to get some runs in here with 2 outs. And coming on to pinch hit for the Braves will be Gino Samoli. 234 average, 3 homers, and 10 RBIs. He will be the batter. So Samoli will come on to pinch hit. 2 outs, McMillan on it first. Fans here at County Stadium hoping Samoli can come through with a hit. Strategy rolls are still active, nothing happening. Washburn will make the pitch. Washburn, 6-1, strikeout, 18 is high. Samoli, 4-5, it's a single right past second base. It's a base hit. McMillan, a base running rating of 4. That'll be good enough with 2 outs, and he will go to third. Samoli comes through with a big hit, and now the tying runs are aboard. Samoli gets the job done, and now the batter is May. May is one for two. Homered, reached on an error, and walk. And Joel Turney joins us here at County Stadium. So now runners at the corners. That is true, but Reds are hoping so. Holy Samoli. McMillan on at third. Samoli on at first. May the batter now. And there come the Braves. Strategy roll. That is a 6. Nothing happening. Washburn will pitch to May. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Braves already have a run in. Can they get more? Washburn with the pitch. 4-4. Home run chance against the lefty. A 1-18. The 3 is good. Against the righty. May needs a 13. A 13 or lower. May hits his second home run of the game. And he does. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is hit pretty deep. And going back in center field is Flood. But he runs out of room. It is gone. Braves retake the lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! Washburn again makes a mistake to May. This time he pitched him a grapefruit, and May turned that into fruit salad. It is 6-5 Braves. They retake the lead. And every Reds fan everywhere will say, rigged. Holy cow. What an amazing inning for the Braves. Next batter is Matthews. This inning is still not over yet. Now 6-5. Matthews is one for 2. Singleton got hit by a pitch. Washburn's are trying to get out of the inning, and they're going to see if he can at least get out of it. 2 outs here. Washburn with the pitch. 4-1. Strikeout 12. That is high. Matthews, 6-4, and it's a fly to left. And getting over there will be Stan the Man Musial, and he will get there and make the catch and retire the side. 4 runs on 4 hits, a wild pitch, sacrifice fly, and a big 3-run bomb by Lee May, his second homer of the game. Braves have a 6-5 lead. We will go to the top of the 7th, and yes, I will make this a Game of the Year candidate. We've had some great games so far this year, but nothing that really stands out as far as I know. But remember, you guys know the postseason always has the best games. Top of the 7th, Ken Boyer will lead off for the Cardinals. Braves need a pitcher, and they're going to bring out a righty here, and they will go with... They're going to go with Don Notabart. 6 wins, 7 losses, 3 saves, a 4.07 ERA. Notabart will now come on to pitch. Funny thing, when Willey left, he left with the loss. He's now going to leave with the win. He now leaves with a chance to win the game. Boyer leads off. Top of the 7th, 6-5. Notabart with the pitch. Notabart, 6-5. Super walk, that's ball 4, and Boyer will trot to first. So just like that, he gives up a leadoff walk. Boyer, of course, had a 3-run bomb his last time up. And now here is Musial. Stan the Man is 0 for 2. Infield is at double play depth. Boyer on at first. Strategy rolls are still on. And nothing with the 15. Notabart will go ahead and make the pitch. Notabart, 3-1, walk, 17, that is high. Musial, 4-2, it's a fly to right field. May will come in a little and make the grab. One man down, and here comes Warwick. Warwick had a solo shot his last time up. He is 1 for 2 in this game. Cardinals do have 69 wins. They would like to at least get to 70 wins for the season for 61, but of course they were eliminated. The Braves have a half-game lead on the Reds for fourth. Strategy roll, and that is a 6. Boyer staying put. Not a Bart. 2-2 against the righty. Super strikeout. 14 got him. He got him on a big K right there. And that is out number 2. That will bring up Sawatsky. Sawatsky 1 for 3. Boyer still on it first. Strat 10-0. Not a Bart. 6-2. Hit by pitch. 11. No. Sawatsky. A 1-1. It's a ground ball to first. Handled easily by Adcock. He calls off Notabart himself. He'll take it to the bag. Side retired. Nothing across except a walk. And the Braves now have a 6-5 lead. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. We are in the final week, and we still have 10-minute ticker coming up after the game, although instead of now 1 per 3, it is now 1 per 1 for the week. Our next game will be tomorrow night, and we're doing September 26th. And we are going to go back to the American League, a big matchup, a big doubleheader between the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox are at 500. They cannot, and they will clinch the 5th place spot, but they must have a winning record. They cannot lose more than 2 games, and they got a doubleheader tomorrow. We will play the first one. Ray Herbert will pitch for the White Sox, and Gene Conley will pitch for the Red Sox. So if Boston can win 4 games and lose no more than 2, they will get in. 500 will not get you in. It must be at least 82 and 80 in the American League, and 70 and 80 and 74 for the National League. Since remember, the National League only played 154 games in 61. The American League played 162, and there was actually some actually played 163. So that will be the White Sox and the Red Sox from Fenway Park. Tomorrow, big matchup on the 26th as we continue the final week. Chi Sox and the Bo Sox. We go to the bottom of the 7th here. Hammerin' Hank Aaron will lead off. He is 0 for 3. That is going to be it for Washburn. He is done. They will not let him pitch any longer. The Cardinals will go to the bullpen. And we'll see who they're going to bring out. And they got, right. And coming on to pitch for the Cardinals will be Craig Anderson. 4 wins, 3 losses, a save, a 3.23 ERA. Anderson will come on and he will pitch a second pitcher and probably only pitch 1 inning. So bottom of the 7th, 6-5 Braves. Anderson will make the pitch. 6-4 against the righty. That's a home run result. And we all know what Hank Aaron does when you pitch him meatballs. Against the righty, though, he still needs a 17. That's a 9. That's gone. Kaboom! That ball is hit pretty high. That ball is hit pretty deep. And that ball is pretty gone. Hammering Hank Aaron smacks a home run tonight. And the Braves now lead it 7-5. Stadium cheers. Yay! The Hammer hammers one out. And now the Braves have a 7-5 lead. I'm not certain that's the first home run I've had Aaron hit in the games. I'm not sure. I have to look. Craig Anderson comes in, and the first thing he does is pitch a meatball to Aaron, and he immediately turned that into Big Ziti. Here is Adcock. Adcock is 0 for 3. Anderson will make the pitch. 6-2, strikeout 5, and he got him. He will strike out Adcock. Adcock gets the hat trick. That's his third strikeout tonight. And that is the first out. Next up is Torrey. Torrey is 0 for 3. Anderson, 6-2, strikeout 8. That's going to be just a little too high. Torrey, 4-3, and it's a ground ball to short, handled by Grammis. And he will go ahead and throw it on to first for the out, 2 down. 2 outs now, and here comes Thomas. Thomas is 1 for 2, doubled, got a wild, scored, got hit by a pitch, and reached on an error. Anderson will go ahead and pitch to Thomas. Anderson, 5-2, range play at the park. County Stadium, 3-5. It's a ground ball to second. The ball is hit to Javier. His range is a 3. That's a 2. He'll have it with no trouble. Toss it over to first. Side retired. 1 run on 1 hit. A solo bomb by the Hammer. As Aaron finally gets one out and it's been a while since I think we've seen that. 7-5 Braves now after 7. Now going to the top of the 8th. Leading off for the Cardinals will be Alex Grammis. At least I think he will. Notabart is... I think that's going to be it for Notabart. The Braves are going to go to the bullpen here. And let's see who they're going to bring out. And they're going to go with Ron Piche. Ron Piche, 2 wins, 2 losses, save, a 3.52 ERA. Piche will now come on to pitch to Grammis. May see a pinch hitter for Grammis. And we will, as Grammis is going to come out of the game. And coming on to pinch hit for the Cardinals will be Joe Cunningham. 286 average, 7 homers, 40 RBIs. Bob Lillis will take over at shortstop. So timeout on the field for a substitution. Lillis will take over at short, but Joe Cunningham will pinch hit. Top of the 8th, 7-5. Piche with the pitch. 2-4, strikeout 2, and he got him. He gets Cunningham, struck him out. Good way to start for him. And now we'll see a pinch hitter for Craig Anderson. And that is going to be Charlie James. 255 average, 4 homers, 44 RBIs. Piche will pitch to James now with 1 out. Piche, 3-3, walk, 16 is high. James, a 3-3. It's a line drive it right back to Piche, but he's got it. Line out to the pitcher, 2 outs. And now here comes Flood. Flood is 1 for 4 with a single. Piche will come on to pit. We'll go on and throw the ball. 6-3, strikeout 11. That is high. Flood, 3-1, grounder to short. Easily up with it is McMillan, and he's got it. Tosses it over to first. A nice job by Piche. 1, 2, 3, go the Redbirds. And we will go to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off for the Braves will be Frank Bowling, and he's 0 for 3. Cardinals need a pitcher, and they got Wright, and a pinch hitter coming up. So let's see who the Cardinals going to bring out. Coming on to pitch for the Cardinals is going to be their main closer, but he had the most appearances. I'll bring him out here. Coming on to pitch for the Redbirds will be Lindy McDaniel. 10 wins, 6 losses, 9 saves, a 4.88 ERA. McDaniel will now be the third Cardinal pitcher, trying to keep it 7-5. McDaniel will pitch to Bowling. McDaniel, 1-6, error on a grounder. Bowling, 6-4. It's a fly to center. Aaron will go ahead and get it for the out. Braves want to get some insurance here. McMillan is next, and he's 2 for 3, 2 singles. He'll bat. McDaniel will set up with the pitch. McDaniel, 2-1, possible error. McMillan, 4-1, and that's a base hit to right. It's a single. Warwick, an error rating of 0. He won't make an error. McMillan will hold it first. McMillan has been excellent so far lately for the Braves. Only a 220 average, but he's 3 for 4 tonight. And McMillan lately has been doing very well in the last few games I've had with him. Ron Peace coming out of the game. Braves will go to the bench. And let's see who they're going to bring on to bat. And they are going to bring out, coming on to pinch hit will be Al Spangler. 268 average, no homers, 6 RBIs in 61. Spangler will pinch hit against McDaniel. Strategy rolls are still active. And nothing on the 6. McMillan will stay put. McDaniel, and field a double play depth. McDaniel with the pitch. 3-6. That's a strikeout. The 14 is high. Spangler, 3-3. It's grounded to second base. 0-0-1. Shortstop, Lillis. His pivot rating is a 0. The only way they turn a double play is on a 1. That is a 2. McMillan's got enough speed, even being held, and that's a nice play. And the only play that Javier's got is throwing it to first for the out, 2 down. So McMillan will reach second base on the grounder to second. Now the batter is May, and he gets a big ovation. Lee May having a heck of a night. 2 for 3, 2 bombs, and reached on an error and a walk. He has reached base all 4 times. The fans here at County Stadium would love May to get one more here. There's a good run at second base. They'd like to bring him in. Strategy roll. That is a 4. Nothing happening. McDaniel will go ahead and pitch. McDaniel, 5-5 against the lefty. That's going to be good. That's going to be a base hit past the pitcher, and that's a single for May. What a night he's had. Single past the pitcher. McMillan rounding third. He will score. It's 8-5 Braves. Stadium cheers. Yay! May will not get a third tater there by Rick Query, but May does get a single, and May is now 3 for 4, but he's reached base all 5 times. It's now 8-5, and here comes Matthews, and the Cardinals are seeing the writing on the wall here. And they'll see how long they're going to leave McDaniel in there. 2 outs, now 8-5. Strategy rolls are off. Matthews is 1 for 3. Singled and got hit by a pitch. McDaniel, 1-2, strikeout 8. Nope, just missed. Matthews is a 9, but -2 makes him a 7. Matthews, 2-1. He hits one to right field. That is a 6. And against the righty, that's a base hit for Matthews. That's a single to right. May a 5 with 2 outs, +3 makes him an 8. And May will automatically make third with no problem at all. And now runners at the corners. And this game is getting away, and here comes the hammer. Aaron is 1 for 4, but he hit a big-time solo bomb his last time up. 2 outs here, runners at the corners. 8-5, Reds fans and Reds are watching this ball game. If the Braves win, they move to a full game ahead of the Reds. McDaniel will go ahead and pitch to Aaron. Strategy rolls are off. McDaniel sets up with the pitch. 3-2. That is at the park. County Stadium. 6-1. And nope, that's going to be a grounder to short. That'll get handled by Lillis. He's got it. And he is going to throw to second to get Matthews. And that will end the inning. 1 run on 3 hits for the Braves. And they have an 8-5 lead after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of the 9th coming up. 8-5. Reds fans know they would like to see the Cardinals make it in here, but it doesn't look good. But remember, we know no lead is safe at this place. Julian Javier leads for the Redbirds. The Braves will bring on their closer, and that will be Don McMahon. 6 wins, 4 losses, 8 saves, a 2.84 ERA. McMahon is going to try to close the game. Julian Javier leads off, and he is 1 for 4, a single, and reached on an error. Pinch hit with Albert Pujols. I don't think he was even born yet at this time, was he? McMahon, I don't think so. McMahon will go ahead and pitch. McMahon, 1-6, walk, 3. Yes, that is ball 4, and the Cardinals get the leadoff man on. I mean, there is Luis. I know there's what Luis Pujols, isn't there? I think he's here someplace. Javier goes to first on a leadoff walk. So McMahon walks the first batter. And the batter now is White. White is 1 for 3, a single and a walk. What, did you expect a 1-2-3 closing inning at RJL Network? I think not. Javier on it first. Strategy rolls are off. It's pitcher versus batter. McMahon will pitch to White here. McMahon with the pitch. 6-1, that's a blank. White, 3-1, base hit past second base. That's a single. Javier, base running rating of 5, no trouble. He'll make third, and runners at the corners and nobody out. White comes through with a big-time base hit, and now the batter is Boyer. Boyer hit a bomb in this game. He is 1 for 3, a home run and a walk. I know, I'm so old too. Don't feel bad, Rick. Runners at the corners, and here comes Boyer. Fans here at County Stadium just got very nervous. Nobody out in the top of the 9th inning, 8-5. Infield is at double play depth. They'll trade 2 outs for a run. McMahon will go ahead and pitch to Boyer. He's got some pop in his bat. You know, Rick, I got to say that, you know you're old when you're watching the kids of ball players that you used to watch, a lot of years ago. So Fernando Tatis Jr., Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Chad Wallach, you know what I mean? McMahon will pitch to Boyer. Fans here at County Stadium just got a little nervous. Strategy rolls are still off. McMahon with the pitch. 2-5, that's a blank. Boyer, 5-3, it's a ground ball to short. Let's see if they turn it. 2-2-3, second base, pivot bowling 0, 1-3 double play. They got it, 2 outs, but the run scores. Boyer grounds out into the 6-4-3 double play. So they do turn it, but Javier does come in to score. It's 8-6. But now there are 2 outs. 6-4-3 double play. And now the batter is Stan Musial. Musial having a rough night. He is 0 for 3 with a walk. So McMahon will now pitch to Musial with 2 outs. Now 8-6. McMahon will set up, and he will make the pitch. 3-6, range play. Musial, 5-6, line drive to second. Second baseman is bowling. His range is a 4. That is a 4. Puts up his glove. Pow! Ball goes right into it. That's your game. Braves will go ahead and beat the Cardinals tonight, 8-6. Line out to second to end it, and that will do it. Stadium cheers. Yay! 1 run on 1 hit, and the Braves will get the 8-6 victory tonight here at County Stadium. And he gets the job done. Damn, Don McMahon made it interesting, but he gets it done here tonight as the Braves do get the victory over the Cardinals, 8-6. Historically, it was a 2-1 game, but it looks like tonight Inside Pitch had other plans. Final line score coming up. For the Braves, 8 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. For the Cardinals, 6 runs on 9 hits and 2 errors. The winning pitcher, believe it or not, is Carl Willey, as he was the pitcher of record when the Braves took the lead. Ray Washburn does wind up with the loss, and Don McMahon winds up with the save. A very short 10-minute ticker coming right up. Do not go away. You're very welcome there, Woodman564. It's not just about baseball, everyone. As far as I'm concerned, if you're in my chat, you are a friend. So we want everybody to be happy watching my games, and I want everybody to be alive watching my games. Because if you're dead watching my game, well, if you're dead watching my game, I guess you're watching from heaven or something like that, maybe. I don't know. So yes, Woodman, we do care about everybody in the chat. It is time for a very short 10-minute ticker brought to you by FastScore Baseball of Replay Sports. September 25th only had 4 games that day. So the Braves do get the victory, and with that win, they are now 1 full game ahead of the Reds for 4th. Detroit at Kansas City played a doubleheader. The Tigers have already clinched the American League and home field throughout. So the game is pretty much meaningless. Tigers 13-34, and that is 4. A's 4-62, and that is 6. The A's will get a win. Game number 2. Tigers 17-15, and that is 3. Kansas City 6-36, and that is 4. And the Tigers lost both games to Kansas City, but I'm not surprised because the games were pretty meaningless. San Francisco at Philadelphia. This game actually does mean something. The Giants have a 2-game lead on the Dodgers for number 1 in the National League. Giants 12-24, and that is 3. Phillies 111 at 0, and the Giants will now move a half game extra, and they'll now be 2.5 ahead of the Dodgers. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be September 26th. A lot more big games coming up. But we're going to stay in the American League right now. The Chicago White Sox will take on the Boston Red Sox. It was a doubleheader tomorrow. will play the first game. Ray Herbert will go for the White Sox. Gene Conley will pitch for the Red Sox. The White Sox are already in. They've clinched. Boston cannot lose more than 2 games or they will not make the postseason with a below record 500. Big games tomorrow. Herbert, Conley, White Sox, Red Sox, Fenway Park. Be there or be square. Doug Hunt, Woodman, 564. Rick Query, Joe Oterney, DBIP, Steeler Fan, Math, Fun, and Games. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Milwaukee Braves get a win on the Cardinals and now lead the Reds by 1 full game. An 8-6 victory tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.